you then see any negative points?
The negative points to a fixed link. There are three certain things that people have always brought up that would be negative, which I can't honestly see as being valid. I personally can't, but other people may do. One is that it won't be an island anymore. Well, we still will be an island anymore. We still will be an island. We'll still have a coastline, an uninterrupted coastline all the way around us, which creates that border which makes us an island. The other one is crime. Crime will increase. Well, I think we might be living in a bit of a bubble because violence, for instance, the statistics for violence and domestic problems as well, domestic crime is higher than a lot of other counties. For instance, you've got the New Forest and you've got Fareham. Now they're far lower on a crime rate than the Isle of Wight, and they have several roads into them. It doesn't matter, it seems, if you've got a road or not. It's the amount of deprivation you've got in an area that causes crime. And if people were coming to the Isle of Wight to try and commit crime, then they would have to go through, first they have to pay to get here. Generally, criminals don't like to pay anything at all. They would have to go through an automatic number plate recognition system. Okay, they could remove their license plates and put different license plates on, but again, that's another crime. If they get caught, they've got a problem. They would have CCTV cameras telling us exactly when they arrived and when they went back to the mainland. And we're a peninsula here. You know, it would be very difficult for them to explain away that they had to go through the Isle of Wight to get somewhere else. They would have to have a reason to be here. So it would be very difficult for them to have some sort of alibi other than they came here to commit crime if they did get caught. And the other one is traffic. Now, there is a potential that there could be a great deal of traffic in the summer months or school holidays, bank holidays, especially in the summer. And the ProLink submittance to the Infrastructure Task Force has given an outline for trying to restrict this traffic. And there are certain elements that we believe would definitely restrict this traffic. And also commuter periods and things like that. There are elements in there that would spread the traffic load during a 24-hour period. And remember, this is a 24-hour period and not, if you add it all up, a 5-hour period during the day where you have the sporadic surges of traffic coming in from ferries. We'd probably have twice as much traffic going through from A to B, from the island to the mainland. But it would just be going from the island to the mainland and from the mainland coming back again. It would be commuter traffic more than likely. So even though we'd have twice as many people or twice as many vehicles using the tunnel, it doesn't mean there'd be twice as many people on the island. The islanders would be going to the mainland as well. At the moment, especially in the summer, it's very difficult for an islander to afford to go to the mainland very much if they're taking a vehicle. And that means you have a great deal more cars staying on the island, and you've got the holiday makers coming to the island as well. So you've got lots and lots of cars here. If you made it far, far cheaper and more accessible for the islanders to go to the mainland, you'd have less cars here. So we don't think the traffic problem is going to be a problem.